Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it on. The powers opposites in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45. Finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't wanna listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it on. The powers opposites in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45. Finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't wanna listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue. go and get out looking for the new thing. Trying to show you how I do things, so it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain, but it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking, put them in the talking. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking, put them in the talking. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking, put them in the talking. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yeah. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it on. The powers opposites in my uniform. And got a mystique tipping like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger. It could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow. Ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking, put them in the talking. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white.
Panthers season is back. We are back. It just feels so good to see the Panthers in helmet and shoulder pads in Bank of America Stadium playing some football, even if it is preseason. And this is the first time we got to see a lot of things. First look of a lot of things. Most importantly, Bryce Young, 3 drives for a rookie. Pretty good. Got to go out there 3 times. And we got a lot of things to work on. I'll say that right off the bat, because you can see the score there, 27-0, the final score against the New York Jets. Man, Diane Anthony show, I would say we are underwhelmed at the final presence of what happened there. I'll say right off the bat, Bryce Young, pretty happy with. Didn't really get to see too much. Just with everything that happened. I'll recap real quick. First drive, right off the back, defense took the field first, and they were able to get him walk away with only 3 points. Early, Dante Jackson was tested. We've been hard on him all season. We want to see a lot of him. He was tested deep, and on that same call, there ended up being a tripping penalty. But at first I was like, oh my goodness, they may get him for pass interference. There was a little contact, but they let it go. And did a good job batting the ball away in the end zone, long ball. Very next play, Derek Brown encroachment. but that did give away a 47-yard field goal at the end of the day. But there was a lot of stuff underneath. They converted third down twice, and that tripping penalty may have helped them. Now, what happens is what happens is what happens. But when a penalty, a big penalty like that helps you out, you kind of rather the defense do the work and get it there. But instead we had a penalty to help us out, which is what happens. First offensive drive. The second play was Bryce Young's first pass complete for a first down to Adam Thielen. He stayed in the pocket well, very first pass, and got hammered and got right back up. So any of those worries about he can't take a hit, he's too small, all that. Two or three times he took the hit, got right back up. Um, so his first pass was a first down to Adam Thielen. Beautiful, and he went through his progressions, looked off, looked around, and got it going. Beautiful comeback route to DJ Shark, and but then there was also a false start. The before the last, they backed us up a little bit, didn't help, and then he had tried to go Shark deep again, and just did miss him, but late hit, questionable late hit there. I know you probably remember there. Um, Second drive of offense, right up against the yard, he went up in like a 3 yard line, um, and he ended up basically being a three and out there. Tried his best. Then he did a third series and uh, good good route there to Hurst. He got and on third down he ended up sacked. So here's what it is. Bryce Young ended 4-6, 21 yards, 72.2 rating for quarterback. That's only a 3.5 average of yards, and he was sacked once. So, um, but all that, the most important thing, Donnie, what do you think? Right off the bat, tell me what you think of this 27-0 final preseason game. Yep. Right. Yeah. Right.
To your offensive line last year. So we struggled with last year defensively. We just couldn't get out the field on third down. So all in all, I mean, it's game one of the preseason, and I know a lot of the goal and aim, like Steve kept alluding to, is that you don't want to put too much tape out there, so that way you're not giving away your offensive game plan and how you want to run your offense for the rest of the season. But it was an ugly showing today, and I was disappointed in the fellas. But it's preseason, I get it, but you still want to see some flashes of promise. But tough, man, not putting any points up on the board all damn day long. That's pretty piss poor.
Right. Yeah, I agree, man. And like we said on the phone before the live here, we don't want to hear, oh well, it's a new it's a new scheme. It's new. All these guys are veterans, man, and all of them professional football players. And I get it. There's going to be some tough times, and this is what preseason's for, to get all those bugs worked out and see what they're good at, and see what they're not. I will say that the good thing is Steve Smith did have a. Um, he's very optimistic about everything. He's very positive, and he was like, "Hey, this is preseason, and I think it's gonna come." And if there's one guy that's going to be honest, it's going to be him. And so, and he sees what he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. Um, but yeah, as would you, I was impressed with Bryce. You could tell he's very comfortable in the pocket. Man, he stayed in the pocket comfortable. He
Mhm.
didn't. There's a big difference between him and Matt Crowd, that's for sure. Um, and poor Matt Crowd, that gets the short end of the stick just about every year. Well, the first his 2 years in the league, but
Well, each year he's been here. I mean, poor fella, he just can't get it together with offensive line. And
right,
forgive me for interrupting, but those are the kind of instances where you don't want your young quarterback second guess himself because of lack of protection.
right,
So
right. So, um, but what would you say is your biggest concerns right now?
offensive line right now, that's how that's how it's going to be. You look, man. First and foremost, let me go on a limb to say through the damn roof to have Panthers football back. Like I've said many times on this podcast, and as many people know who know me, this is my favorite time of the year. Panthers football means so much to me. It's literally in our DNA, man, and I'm happy to have it back. However, that does not shy away from the fact that I'm disappointed in it today. But then again, it's the first of the first, so I think we're fine, man. And I'd say the biggest issue today, looking at it, is again offensive line play, and man, we got to be more disciplined in the run game. I
Yeah,
just I know that 3-4 is different, but if you're going to run 3-4, you got to stop the run. I mean, we really didn't have anyone today besides Derek Brown made a few plays, and I was happy to see that. Freddie Louvu was flying all over the ball. Those are gimmies. Uh, it just I went anytime he can't get off the field on third down is just dreadful. It's like, God, dog, another set of downs. And then if you can't get off
right,
third down after that initial set of new downs, it's like, dog, we can't get off the field. But
right.
really nothing that just puts me in panic mode. It's game one. The first game experience with this new system and with this new team, and with this new staff. So, but I'm not week one. I expect very disciplined football. I don't want to be seeing, vets who like Derek Brown encroachment. He knows to watch the ball at the line. We don't want to be giving away those stupid penalties. But yeah, for the most part, those are the two things, and I think they'll work themselves out, especially when they get this film and they start seeing, what they missed and um, probably scheme it up better. But no major concerns really.
Yeah, and to really break down that first drive. Let's see. I'm trying to remember off the back here. Um, there was that the first one? Did we have a false start, or was that the second? Yeah, we had a false start, right? Yeah, yeah. Hayden Hurst. So that backed him up, just like his back was against the wall. But I like his progress. He's going to be, like you say, he's going to be okay. Um, one thing I don't like is there was definitely, even Steve Smith was saying they got away with one there. The late call hit on that first drive. And two things. The NFL needs to call that stuff and quit playing favoritism like they did. Because Cam Newton, I mean, what do you think happened with Cam Newton? I'm not saying that was everything and everything, but that Cam Newton's career was cut short, as you have said in the past, because him getting hammered so much and them not calling it. Matter of fact, you even told me and you sent me the footage as well. It's like, oh, they're like, you ain't gonna call that, and he said, oh, you're too young to get that call. So, and I mean, call this, but by not calling that, you get someone hurt, you destroy a franchise. Imagine if Bryce Young had a career-ending injury right now, and the effect it would have on this city and team. because they don't like to call it, and they let guys like that get away with it. And second off, I
That's
want
a
to see the thanks sir. I want to see the offensive line get fired up for the quarterback when he gets hit like that. I want someone's head taken off. So you're not going to treat our quarterback like that. And Tom Brady was fought and protected over it like that. Peyton Manning was. All these other guys. So I'm kind of pissed at the offensive line for not. Maybe they didn't see it. I don't know. But even if you didn't see it at the time, and you see it on a replay. I know you're watching a replay up there. There's two big ass screens in that stadium. I've been there a couple times. I've looked around and let it come out through your play. So, but yeah, it's poor, like you said, offensive line, and it's very disappointing for this offensive line, which is the exact same offensive line from last year, minus Corbett. But whether he was out there or not, yeah, it's next man up mentality. And right guard today was Cade Mays, and he's very good. But not today, as they're a unit, and one fails, they all fail. And uh, and yeah, just to finish top 10 last year. And sure, they definitely look like top 10 this year for sure. Or this game, excuse me.
well, you bring up a really good point, man. If I'm this kind of fan, I want to see if Bryce Young's on his back and there's someone on top of him. I don't give a shit if it just happened. Hey, I want to see an offensive lineman push him off and pick up his quarterback.
Right.
I mean that you could do all the blocking, but the quarterback helps keep this thing going, man. I mean, offensive lineman, and the offensive lineman play just as important of a role as just about any player on that football field. But I mean, Bryce get hit like that, man. I want to see these guys get ugly. Like, for instance, if you guys ever get bored, I mean, that's a long shot, but watch how Taylor Lewan was with Marcus Mariota.
Yep.
Richard Sherman hit him so late out of bounds. The whole team went to go fuck him up. Excuse my French. No, we're live. Sorry, everybody. But that's how I want our offensive line to be around our quarterback.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I mean, these are the type of things that we pay attention to. And I know everybody likes Bryce, and you're right, they could have missed it, but set the precedence. Don't let these dudes come in at Bank of America, be laying all on your quarterback, be hitting them late. If the refs don't want to take things into their own account, hey, well, let's get back nasty with them. I mean, that's just what it is for me. We just seeing one of the most promising quarterbacks. Honestly, one of the most promising. A lot of people say he didn't, fulfill what he was drafted to be. I think he did with the matter of what he can handle. But just seeing Cam Newton's career get cut short due to just lack of protection, not only through the offensive line but through the NFL. I don't want that to happen again. Us Panthers fans deserve a franchise quarterback, and I just don't want to see the league be like you said. There's favoritism, man. If that was Joe Burrow, the whole fucking stadium. If that's Patrick Mahomes, the motherfuckers from the fans are gonna throw their fucking shirts on the field. Oh, the fuck, that's a flag on my jersey. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be throwing their jerseys on the field. So I just, but yeah, I mean, but the offensive line's got to be more disciplined, whether it be through their play and with their quarterback. I mean, there's no reason why he should be on the ground for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
When he's hit.
Tyler on TikTok says, "Stay calm. It's only preseason. We'll be fine." With it, I mean, he has a point. We do have to kind of woosah, and all, but it's preseason doesn't count towards our record, but it does give you a good idea where things are kind of going. I think we were 2-2 the 15-1 season. I want to say we were 2-2 in the preseason, which it doesn't matter. But
I get preseason, man. But at the end of the day, when you have a complete replication of your offense from the year, our offensive line from the year before, we're seeing Bryce Young get hit. These are supposed to be fucking vets.
Right.
Ickey's a solid left tackle, but he gave up a hit today, and I know it's going to happen. I know that everyone's perfect. But then this is how you set the precedent. This is how you set the tone for week one. Even if you don't win, you want to set the precedent and look sharp. You want to look solid. You want to look fluid. You want to look all those things. And we did not look any of those things today.
Yeah.
We didn't look disciplined. We didn't look sharp. We didn't look dominant at all. So.
Yeah, I agree. Lot to work on, a lot to do. Well, only way up is up from here. Yeah. I really don't like that. Man, there's leaving a goose egg on the board. It always hurts. Preseason, regular season practice. That sucks. Not seeing the end zone. especially for Bryce. I really hoping that he would show these other quarterbacks. But there is one good thing I saw on Twitter. Everybody else, Levis, Richardson, C.J. Stroud, all 3 picks. Bryce Young has not. He did not turn the ball over. That's one thing you cannot do is turn that ball over. So, and he looked in command. He looked good, calm, and ready. And had this been a
Boys,
full game, yeah, poised. Great word. There you go, sir. That's what I was searching for. Poised. We're live on YouTube and also live on TikTok. And also remember, guys, you can find us on everything: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X, also known as Twitter. So we're on all of it. Um, now, the defense side, we talked about Bryce Young. I think everybody kind of gets the point. Did pretty good. Matt Corral. I don't know if he'll be a Panther too much longer. I'm not
bless his
sure.
heart.
Bless his heart, yes. But and Andy Dalton is such a veteran. They're just kind of like, you're good, man. Just stay there. Um, the defense side of the ball, was there anything that kind of stood out to you? Of course, Barno. If anyone goes back and watches, we started off on defense. Very first tackle of the game on special teams, a defensive end. That's how fast he is. Barno, being a gunner, got down there and made the first tackle, and he also walked away with a sack. But anything else, sir, that you like about the defense, don't like, need work on?
I'll tell you what, man. Deshaun Williams showed that he can get in the backfield and
Yes.
and and disrupt some stuff. So shout out to Deshaun Williams. I think he's a South Carolinian. I want to say, grew up a Panthers fan. That's dope as hell, man. He was disrupting some stuff in the backfield today. He just didn't have a running mate to help him finish it up. So I was happy to see that. That's a bright spot. I'm always happy to see Dante Jackson doing good. I know I'm very
Yes.
tough on him, uh, especially off an Achilles injury. I know the biggest thing is just getting back into rhythm. Love to see him in coverage. Um, Nothing else really stood out to me just because, it was just such a blur, and I don't want to put too much blame on them because at the end of the day, when your offense doesn't give you any productivity or any long sustained drives with any production, it's hard to put the blame on the defense. So there were some things I liked. Obviously, getting off the field on third down, I hate to be a record. You sound like a record playing over and over again, but the importance of getting off the field on third down is just, it's through the damn roof. It's got to be done, dog. Like if you're not getting off the field on third down, what are we doing? We're just giving up more opportunities, and
Yeah.
and I think that and just stopping the run. You gotta stop the run. And when Brian Burns isn't on the field and Justin Houston is on the field, who's going to stand up besides Amari Barno?
Right.
YGM was a non-factor today. I didn't see him really do much of anything. And
Yeah.
if I'm him, I have the biggest fire under my ass to produce. And don't get me wrong, Justin Houston is 34 and he's older, and I know it's Justin Houston. But at the same time, it's a 34-year-old Justin Houston who was still very productive. But I'm just saying, if I'm YGM, I'm like, damn, man, they went and signed a 34-year-old, guy over me because they don't trust me. I'm challenging him this year, man. Him and Brian Burns are going to be challenged, and but I'm excited to see Justin Houston as well. I know he don't need to play. That dude could retire today and be a Hall of Famer. So. But yeah, we just need another pass rusher to step up, which I think might be Amari Barno. Man, he's so damn fast and he's so physical. Just seeing him beat that dope team. He can move for his size. He's 6'6", 250, ran a 4.3. That dude can move, man. So we got to steal in that one. And oh, by the way, Eric Rowe played solid today. He made some tackles.
I was gonna say it. Another guy who's very fast. Eric Rowe did a damn good job. Coming in.
Eric Rowe looked good.
He had a great stuff when it was first and goal early in the game. It
Mhm.
just flew to the ball. Another guy who was flying to the ball was Jamie Robinson until that long touchdown run. It came to him one-on-one. He'd spin. How'd you put it on the phone, Donnie?
Yeah, put in a spin cycle.
He's got put in a spin cycle. Got put in a spin cycle, and just Ricky. We're going to chalk that one up as preseason rookie mistake. But down the line, that happens again, But it was kind of like it was even more open field just a few plays before that. Big time open field, just him and that same running back, and he made a solid one-on-one tackle. So it happens. So even actually the first play of the game was a run play, and J.C. Horn got stuck with his foot in the ground. He had to reach out. Um, very first play of the game after the kickoff. So yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But
Anthony
yeah,
Bryant, I cannot wait to see Frankie Louvu and James Robinson at the same time. Just two dudes flying to the ball every
yeah,
time. I can't
yeah.
wait, bro.
With Eric
That
Rowe
shit's got me
sprinkled in
excited.
there.
Him and
Yeah,
Jeremy Chin.
yeah, yeah.
I can't wait.
We're going to be tough on the offense, but we're going to be even tougher on the defense.
Yeah.
Because there's no excuse for that defense. So there's really no excuse for offense either. But their defense that's what the Panthers are known for every year. The standouts are the defensive guys we've had throughout the years. So now I know the score below us says 27-0, but if you had to give a final grade overall, what would it be? And if it has to start with the word that's next to the 27-0, which is final, if it has to start with that letter, then that's fine. But man, what do you got?
I ain't gonna do us like that. I ain't gonna do us like that. I will. You might as well, but I'm going D minus.
Yeah, that's what I said. B minus. I agree.
I can't give an F because there were some flashes of some guys that, especially Mark Barner. I was like, man, let's go, man, because he didn't get to play a lot last year, and
Right.
to me, that's unfortunate because I tell you what, man, there's a lot of guys on this roster that got screwed by the Matt Rule regime, and we're not gonna mention his name a lot. But I just say D minus, man, just because there's some flashes of greatness with some of these fellas, but anytime you put 0 points up on the board and you can't get off the field third down, man, that's a D in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I agree. Agreed. So, um, but we'll go another couple minutes here. Phone lines are open. You guys can call in right now. 910-912-7545. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube as well. At the same time, join us on either one. But you can call in right now and tell us what you think of the Panthers. 910-912-7545. That is 910-912-7545. Call in now. Also, don't forget to follow us at Don Ant Show, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. They call it X now. All right. Don't get that confused with your porn site. Uh, sometimes I click on the wrong one. Oh, shit, hold on. That's not what I had up.
you forget his bookmark sometimes. Anytime you put up there, she's like, "Fuck."
Right.
I'm a private browser guy, so
But
sorry, Ma.
So next game is Friday against the other New Yorkers, the New York Giants. That will be on Friday. We won't be able to go live after that. We both have these jobs that make us be there, so Monday through Friday.
I
So,
get off
but
at 6, so best believe I'm doing the dash all the way to Wade, North Carolina.
yes, sir. It shall be watched by us.
Why
But
not at 8? What the fuck is why 7? Why not 8? To give us an
yeah,
extra hour to get ready.
yeah, right.
You watch
Even
me in my
then,
work clothes.
yeah, you're right. Even then, still wouldn't be able to do it because I work so late. So, but
You're right.
but yeah, we will do something probably that next day, Saturday, or sometime that weekend. We'll have a video up talking about it. Or you can even catch us right here on TikTok. Me or Donnie will pull something up right after the game, get those fresh reactions. Love to hear from you. A couple more minutes here. This live here. Everybody will call in 910-912-7545. Let us know your thoughts. What you think. Shorty, what you think. Um, so, but now against the Giants, do you play Bryce Young again? Do you keep him going out there to get more reps? One drive, two
2
drives?
drives max.
Yeah,
2 drives max, dog. I wouldn't. Nah, man. I'd say 2 drives max, dog. It don't make no sense to keep him out there any longer.
yeah, for sure.
Unless I sound crazy. I mean, what would you do, my man? Would you keep him out there for more than 2, maybe 3 at the most?
But only through if it was something like today, where they were backed up
Yeah.
against the goal line, he didn't really get a chance, that kind of deal. But yeah, no, I agree. Same deal as today. Um, and yeah, we just gotta get things under wrap, man. Your first team, and it sucks because you want to give those guys who are trying to just make the team, and you want to kind of change their life and get them on the team, and they could be assets, but first and foremost, we got to get
Yeah.
this first team ready. Um, I get it's the preseason and all, but yeah, we got to get guys more and more out there, especially the offensive line. I mean, they already had joint practices with this team. What the heck happened? So, I don't know. It's very,
Tell you
very
what, man,
odd.
Wright and Mims, man, they played decent ball today, man. They had some catches, but
Yeah,
the only thing is, man, this damn receiving core is so stacked, dog. It's like where they gonna find themselves on it,
yeah,
Like I don't know. I mean, definitely be some P squad guys for sure,
yeah,
especially just in case one of the fellas get hurt. Knock on wood, God forbid. I don't want
yeah.
no them guys to get hurt.
Definitely both those
Uh,
guys, especially Derek Wright. Yeah, he's very fast. Almost reminds me of a uh, uh, Patriots receiver. Can't think of his name. Edelman. Julian Edelman.
he did something today. I'm so sorry to get you. I'm catching slight lags. I don't know if you were done. I'm so sorry, bro. Forgive me.
Go ahead.
Only thing that pissed me off about Wright today, man, is like when he caught the ball underneath and had the first down, he like cut back. I'm like, bro, stop fucking cutting back behind the first down marker.
Yeah, which
I've
he
seen
ended up.
that. That's happened to us a few times.
Yeah, which he ended up getting the first down. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've like
It's not good.
yeah, and I don't want to sound stupid. There's been a few times like where that's happened to us. Like
Yeah.
DJ did that one time. I was mad, and of course he's my favorite player at the time. This is when Cam first left, and I was like, damn it, DJ, just get there and lay down. But yeah, by the way, Spencer Brown didn't look bad today, man. Brown didn't look bad at all at running back. Shit, hey,
Oh yeah,
he ran the
yeah,
ball pretty well.
yeah,
I think that's one of the bright spots that we should keep an eye on. But the only thing is, man, Blackshear's there, and Blackshear has the capability of doing special teams. So, man, it's gonna be a really weird roster trim. I wouldn't be surprised if Shy got cut. Looks like Ian Thomas is here to stay.
I Chuba's probably got it in the bag just because of just seniority in a way, but I'm not impressed with him every time he touched the ball. Which again, offensive line had a bad day, but I don't know, man. Just not impressed with the way Chuba runs or anything that he does. I don't know. It's almost like he has to have that other back with him. So if Miles was in there, maybe he would have done better, but I'm not sure. I've just never been the biggest Chuba fan in the world.
I'd be so down to have Leonard Fournette come in, and now I'm a big deal, but imagine that fucking backfield, dog. Leonard Fournette and Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette's still a free agent, so there's no way in hell he'd be demanding anything over like $6 million over 1 year. I don't know. Like, I like Chuba a lot, but Chuba has these flashes. I'm like, okay, Chuba's shit. And then there's like some totes where I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So some I just don't understand, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Spencer Brown looked good running that damn football today. He ran physical
Yeah.
and he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam Franklin as well. I gotta give him major day. I
Yeah.
love me some Sam. That dude is a 9-to-5 blue collar special teams guy. Hey, he's a fucking hit. Steve Smith said, "Come on, man, you got to put a move on the quarterback." He tried to hurdle him and everything.
Oh yeah,
he couldn't get over him. So
he sure did. But sorry, I'm messing with our TikTok here. 600 viewers and 356 likes. Pretty good. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all joining it there on the TikTok, man. It's very, very nice.
I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a lot of underrated love on TikTok, man. There's a lot of people who come on there and shows. Like when I went live, we made the Bryce Young pick, and man, me and this fan were just talking back and forth about like what the Texans are gonna do after that. We started talking about. He stayed on there with me for like 5 minutes. Really, I mean, that's a long time on TikTok.
Right.
My motherfuckers would be passing through, so
yeah,
he stayed and was talking with me, and he was like, "How you feel about the Bryce Young pick?" And I told him I was through the roof about it. And then like we were talking about the Texans, and they're like, we were like, yeah, they're gonna go Stroud. And then when they went Stroud, like I started talking again. I was like, okay, yeah, let's have the Texas Big Stroud. They see they hear that motherfucking da-da-dum, the Houston Texas pick. I'm like, hold on, they're treated like we were just like, oh, and yeah, it was. So there's some cool people on TikTok. And of course, you're always gonna have your weirdo, like you're gonna have some weird cats walk through and say like, go die, or you don't know nothing about football.
Yeah,
You're
something.
ugly. Your
Yeah.
mom's gay, like that. Like some
Yeah.
weirdos with phones, bro.
Oh yeah. Uh, some weirdos, but and they think commenting the hater stuff is going to get under our skin, but we're Panther fans, we've been getting that for years. Uh,
North
but
Carolinians will make you feel like a piece of shit for being a Panthers fan. Like, bro, the amount of hate,
yeah.
I got when I came back, and I told my mom, if you're watching this, I'm still kind of mad at you about making me go to school the next day at the Super Bowl, even though I had my own license. You know, I didn't miss a day of school. She was like, "You going to fucking school? Ain't a big of a deal." And when I went to school, every North Carolinians just let me have it. I told you I'm sorry the Panthers gonna lose, man. Fuck the Panthers. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how we don't have a big
look,
loving
my college just gonna
city.
check me out so I could drive home, please.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. So, um, but yes, sir. First game of the season, even though it's preseason. It's your first preseason game, week one. Bryce Young, uh, more to do, but looks good. That was our biggest worry. Now we just got to get that offensive line to do their job. And it's like domino, the domino effect. Offensive line does their job, quarterback's able to do his job, receivers able to do the job, running backs are able to do their job. And one last thing I want to bring up before we end it all here. They even mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast. I don't understand why Frank Wright is calling the plays. If you hired the offensive coordinator, you trust an offensive coordinator, you're the one that went out and got him and hired him and thought about him. Why in the hell is the playbook not in his hands? I understand it's his first year, but why even hire him? Then why not go hire a veteran that you know you can hand the playbook over to? Panthers, by the way. You can't go hand the playbook to him and say, "All right, come on," you know. But instead, you're calling the plays. I don't get that.
you talking that shit right now, Anthony fan. Well, here's something that I don't want to happen. I don't want there to be a rift in the locker room because those two fellas can't put their egos aside.
Right.
And I know that's a reach, but I've seen even crazier stuff on the coaching staff before, and I don't want that to be something that we have to worry about. Like and you're right. Like I love Frank Wright. He's got good energy. He's a very humble Christian man, but there's a little bit of pride in him somewhere where he's admitted in like at least two interviews where he don't want to hand over those privileges.
Agreed.
And when your offense starts getting vanilla, dog, team ain't gonna be too happy.
Right.
He's gonna start losing confidence in you. I'd say, and that could be a reach again. I know some conspiracy theory shit, dog, but for me, you don't want to lose the locker room by sitting on your own ego as a head coach because we just got done with one of those cats. I'm not gonna say his name, but we just got done with one of those dudes who just refused to admit he was wrong. Last thing I want in Carolina is a dumpster fire at head coach. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it does worry me just a little bit that Frank Wright's still calling the plays. So I'm glad you brought that up because it totally slipped my mind. But don't know, man. I just hope it doesn't cause any rift or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah, for sure. Because the way they're playing, they're not playing it to really win in a year, but they're playing to win soon, which is good. But like I said, we're only going to have this defensive coordinator for so long. We're probably only going to have everybody for so long. So it's a lot of 1 and 2 year contracts on this team. So we need to get this together.
Wasted.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, but hey, at the end of the day, this is what preseason for. This is what training camp is for. It's not the regular season, so we're not in a panic mode. I got my eyebrow raised like this. I'm going to rock. I'm like, the hell, kind of like this right now. But we're not going to panic. We're going to go with it. Could be worse. I guess it could be negative. I don't know. So, but more to come. More to come. They have Friday to gain it back and be ready. They have a month. They have a month to get it all right. So, and I think they will. I think they will. We open the season against the Falcons, division game. It's gonna be tough, and then the Saints are after that, which is the game we'll be at. So, um, on behalf of the Donnie and Anthony show, the DNA show, because the Black and Blue runs through our DNA. 27-0. Jets beat the Panthers at Bank of America, unfortunately, but it's only preseason. Don't blow your gaskets yet. More to come, more training. We believe in this team. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. Don't forget, join us after every game. And subscribe to everything, man. So even though the score below us right there doesn't match what we wanted, at the end of the day, there's one thing that we're always going to keep doing. Tell them, Donnie.
Simple play, man. Keep pounding.
That's right, Donnie and Show, DNA Show, going to keep pounding. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Week 2, preseason. The other New Yorkers, the New York Giants. Keep pounding, baby.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good.